Good afternoon and welcome to the public opening of T19, Establishment of Command Centers and In-House Technical Maintenance Capacity. I do apologize for the late starting of this public opening. We had one or two challenges within VUT. We've got some students protesting this morning, so we started the one tender opening late, which resulted in the second one also now being late, so apologies from my side. Good morning, or good afternoon now already. I'm Susan Olivier, the current acting SCM manager, and I will be part of this tender opening. With me is my finance independent expert, making sure that overseeing the process, making sure that we adhere to the policy requirements for VUT. And then I've got the supplier responsible for the opening or the live streaming of this tender opening. Let me somewhere quickly do the necessary declarations and hand out the declarations for them to sign. This is the live streaming of T19, Establishment of the Command Centers and In-House Technical Maintenance Capacity. My name is Susan Olivier, and as I said, I've got no interest to declare in this tender. With me is Matsotsi. Matsotsi, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for your time and your expertise.
My name is Matsotsi Makidze from Finance. I have no interest to declare on this tender.
I'm Tinas from Water Photos. I have no interest to declare on this tender.
Thank you, colleagues. I'm just quickly going to fill in my declaration. My right hand went for an operation, so she is not with me this afternoon, so I'm the left and the right hand. It's supposed to be like that, but yeah, sometimes you just need a second pair of eyes and a second pair of hands if you do certain stuff. We've just finished the one tender, so let me just put that documentation aside. There's my declaration. I've got the supplier declaration and then Matsotsi, and then I've got the attendance register. I'm just going to ask Matsotsi to sign the attendance register for me. Thank you, Matsotsi. As I said, this is the public opening of T19 2021, Establishment of Command Centers and In-House Technical Maintenance Capacity. We are here to open this bid in public, announce the submissions that we receive, and then also to take note of the submissions for the auditors. So for us to open that email address, I'm going to go to do the necessary authentication of the emails. It will be done via my cell phone, and the whole process will be documented. It's T19 2021, Establishment of Command Center and In-House Technical Maintenance Capacity for the main campus. It was advertised 14 March 2021. The closing date of this tender was yesterday, 30 March 2021. Via a secure email, and the secure email for this tender, command center t19@vut.ac.za. This tender was advertised in the Sowetan of 15 March and the City Press of 14 March. And for me to open this tender, I'm going to go to outlook.com, and I'll receive the necessary. Let me just get to Outlook. Then I can enter that email. My caps lock again. It will ask me for a password, which I received from IT. And then I have to make the necessary authentications, which will be done through my cell phone and my email. So I'm just going to ask the system to send me a code. Country code required. I'm tired. We just had a 2-hour opening of the previous tender, so I must just get my focus right now. South Africa. I do every time forget that I'm in South Africa. Now send me a code, please. Microsoft is international. Received. This is my cell phone. Code received. I'm also receiving something from Puleng now. Let me verify the code. I'll have to do that on my email also, my Gmail. It will send a code to my Gmail. It will take me to the next step where I need now to authenticate the next step, which I need to set it up. Email me the code. Let me go to my email. There's my last code, my verification code. And then it should be verified and authenticated. Done. And then we can go into the email. Let's do this. Why is it asking me to sign in again? Let me just do that again. First one, we didn't have any it's running. Okay, and we're in. Alright. So let me just, I'm sorry, it's my cell phone and I'm just getting a lot of extra messages. Also, I'm just not muting my cell phone for the codes so that you can have an idea where you are presenting yourself or where you are sitting or watching this from, that you can see that this is a live broadcast and it's happening live. And it's the public opening of T19 2021 establishment of the command centers and in-house technical maintenance capacity. On this email, we've got 127 emails. The submissions one, we did write down that one. Let me just go, before we go to the submissions, let me just go to the junk email to see if we've got nothing in the junk email. Clear?
Yes.
Nothing in archive. Nothing in notes. So what we do is we just run through the email to get rid of the document, the e-coms, the e-communique. My colleague will go through with me through these emails. We delete the e-communique. It's a platform VUT uses so that we communicate to the whole of VUT, and the past month was very busy because we've got registrations, we've got student protests, so It was a very busy e-communication week for us and month for us, so just bear with me that I just delete the e-communications. This will be part of the submissions on this email address because we make use of the VUT.ac.za platform. You will receive the e-communications, and because this email is live, then all these e-communications will also go to this platform. It's just another way that we can prove to the auditors that, you know, we use a live email. It's not just the email created, it's an email specifically, and it's a live email for this tender. So I'm just deleting all the e-communiques. Then Matotsi, who is the financial expert in this session today, will go through the deleted items, and then he oversees this whole process today to make sure that SEM is within the parameters of the policy. And then we will go through the e-communication. This seems to be a very easy one, Matotsi. The previous tender we had a lot of submissions, apart from the fact that we started late. There was quite a few submissions to the email. This one seems to be not so many submissions. So I thought Matotsi is going to sit here until 4 o'clock this afternoon, but it seems like he's going to get an early one today. Yeah. And the wonderful thing about technology is there's always something going wrong somewhere. If it's not a cable, it's a link. If it's not a link, it's a plug. If it's not a plug, it's something else. Every time that we need to set up this live opening, I'm like, oh, let today just be please one of those days that we receive grace, that everything goes according to plan. So Matotsi, out of the 127, we only have 2 submissions for this tender. And there's 125 in our deleted folder. So I'm going to hand that one to you, sir, and if you just go through me with the deleted folder to make sure that I did not delete any submissions. I've only deleted the e-coms. And of course this will also be available for the auditors. This email is fully auditable for the internal and external auditors. So when we get audited on our annual cycle, they will also have access to these emails, and to make sure that VUT worked within the parameters of the policy. Just to make sure that we did not delete any submissions, that we only deleted the e-communiques on this one. Happy?
Yep.
Alright, so in our inbox we've got the 2 submissions, so let's do this. The ones coming from I just will have to go back to I think this was a 1 document submission and not a 2 document submission, if I remember correctly. So there will only be 1 document. The first submission received, let's see if there's a submission here. 12:06 on the 30th. The closing date was 13 March. And this one I received 12:06 from Elaine Lukuza. I'm looking at the times of your email and the files you emailed. It was definitely the time of the email. Alright, so I'll have to indicate that as 12:06 on the time of your submission. I cannot from your, it's a Gmail account, so I cannot from your email establish the company name. So let me download the document and see if I can establish your company name. I'm gonna round down to the pricing schedule. Okay, it's Mallorca Trading, M-A-Y-O-K-A, Mallorca Trading. Mallorca Trading. We acknowledge your tender. I do, however, need to note that it was submitted to this email at 12:06, and what I'm doing now, I'm making a print screen for the auditors of the email submission and time, and it's given through to the evaluation team. 12:06. So Mallorca Trading, your total bid price including VAT. Okay, although the company name says Mallorca Trading, the supplier name indicates RS Component, Southern Element Supplies. So let's just make a note of both, please, Matotsi.
So it's what?
RS Components. Mallorca Trading, RS Components, your total bid price including VAT is R1,200,000. 1,200,000,000 including VAT. So it's 1.2 million including VAT.
It was submitted on which date?
It was submitted on the 30th of March at 12:06. The next one was received from Fiber Network. Let me just go to the correct company name, the full company. Fiber Utility Networks. FUN, it's F-U-N, FUN Networks, and it stands for, that's clever now, Fiber Fiber Utility Networks. Hope they're a fun company to work for. Fiber Utility Networks, your submission was received 11:30 a.m. Let me download the document. It is a one-page document. It was not a two-page, one document tender. It was not a 2-document submission tender. It's just 121 megabytes. Just taking a bit of time. Let me just give it some time to open or to download that I can. It's fiber networks of almost there. Fiber utility networks, total bid price. So we just run down to the pricing schedule part. Okay, there you go, Annexure 6. Total bid price, including VAT for fiber utility networks, $699,886.73, including VAT. Fiber utility networks, total bid price, including VAT, $699,886.73. And that is the 2 submissions for this particular tender. T19 2021, we only received the 2 submissions then. The one we received from, what was the first company's name?
Mallorca Trading.
Mallorca, and the other one then from FUN, Fiber Utility Networks. That then takes care. Are you happy? The 2, and then you. I think what we must do is let me just quickly go to the junk mail again, because after the previous one with all the submissions, this now feels like, you know, how good this is. So let me just so let me just let Matotsi run through the e-communication. Let me just do this e-communications that we did not delete any submissions to this email. We make sure that it's everything e-communicate. If I, as I said, this will be done by the auditors also. They also run through these emails when they do our annual audit every year. So it's a full auditable system. And some tenders might just be easier to quote on and to provide, and some may not be. But this was only the 2 submissions then. It's just the e-communiques. I'm just letting Matotsi go through the e-communiques. As I said, he's the financial expert overseeing the process of SEM. Happy?
Happy.
Then thank you for the 2 submissions, and the documentation will be downloaded and then handed to the bid evaluation committee, which is an independent committee from this committee, and they will do the necessary evaluation. Thank you then from VUT side. Apology again for the late start of this public opening. Until we then talk again on this platform. Thank you and enjoy your day further. Goodbye.